all the people that used to party with him and shit like that
Oh
too
boy.
when he used to have a sex
What?
phase.
Why
So
is he? Why is he waiting to come out with that next year though?
no, he's already dead, but they're gonna release it. He
Oh,
passed away.
wow.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers about to go down.
Mm-mm-mm. They running scared now.
But you know what's crazy though?
Uh-huh.
Everyone was talking about that Did He Love album. I don't hear nobody talking about that shit now.
They said the Grammys might drop it. They might drop it from the
Damn.
category.
Oh
Yep.
shit.
Yep. And he lost he lost the record deal with Universal.
Oh shit. Ooh.
So he ain't on no label right now. So it's possible he could win a Grammy for an album that's not on no label.
Now you know
That's
they're
crazy.
not gonna give him no Grammy.
Nah, they ain't doing that. If he had a chance before, he don't now.
And people say this was his best album since No Way Out. Oh shit. Now ain't
Yeah,
nobody
it
bumping.
was. 'Cause he ain't on it though. He only on like maybe two or three tracks. He ain't on it. The most important song on there, he not on. He not on the Kim Porter tribute. You know.
Damn shame. But yeah, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Uh huh. Let's go.
What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely day? This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Tribe with me.
Cool.
Um, Originally this video was gonna be live, but we were kind of ran a little late. Plus, I gotta get ready for work tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna pre-record this. It's all good. It's all gonna be the same quality. Since we're in the Christmas side of things, first of all, very dope review on the Home Alone, first two Home Alone movies. I wish I could have stayed longer. I just had to see
Yeah,
family
that
and
was
everything like that too.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eric, Mike, Sean, and Kaveh. Shout out to all y'all. So today we're going to talk about a movie this Christmas. This was the movie that came out on November 21st, 2007. It was distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. He told me he didn't watch the movie, so but it's all gonna be good because this review is not gonna be too long anyway. Because I do want to show off some video games as well too. My first experience with this movie. This is around the time when Chris Brown, because this was like literally Chris Brown's first acting appearance and everything like that too. And everybody at that time, Chris Brown could not do no wrong, literally, and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? And what ended up happening was the fact that everybody was hyping this movie up, but it also had a very very dope cast from Lorena Devine, Idris Elba, Laz Alonso, who I feel like is very underrated. David Banner was also in the movie too. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very 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 funny Christmas movie. It's not a sentimental Christmas movie. Like it's not like a Hallmark Christmas movie. Thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? It has its like fair share of family jokes, adult jokes, and all that shit too. So and nobody dies in the movie. That's one thing I like about it too. So because black movies they always have somebody dying and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like oh it could be going so good. Oh he died in a car accident. Oh he had cancer. Oh come on now. Unless if it's character motivated, you know what I'm saying? Let me get a sip of my water. So the cast of this movie includes Loretta Devine. She plays the mama of the family, of course, because every black movie she's either playing the mama or the grandmother and everything like that too. So she's like the strong-willed, God-loving matriarch of the family. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this was a pretty good one. Then we had Delroy Lindo, very underrated actor who plays like Joe Black.
Yep.
His last name is really Black. Okay, okay. Um, so yeah, he's like the new. She's like the new husband and shit like that. When it comes to mom and family and stuff like that too. He looked after family after the original husband died. And he had Idris Elba who played Quentin. He's like the eldest son, who's like a musician slash hustler and everything like that, who has not really been home in like 4 years. And his mom always loved him, but she always says that he reminds her the most of the father, for better or for worse. Then he had Regina King, yes, the great Regina King who played Lisa. Lisa was pretty much like the daughter who had a very, very, very controlling husband and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And she pretty much goes through like the most development of the fucking movie, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention. So you heard about what happened to G Dep before I go on?
Nah, what happened with him?
They said a New York governor is going to like commute his sentence, commute his sentence and shit.
So he getting out early?
Yeah, he could seek parole earlier. He could seek parole very soon, pretty much.
Why is he in prison anyway? I forgot why he went in.
Because he committed a murder like back in the '90s, and he turned himself in and shit like that.
Wow. And while he was signing the Bad Boy?
Well, this was years after he came out with that Shout at the Ghetto album. This was like years after.
I see. That's crazy.
But anyway, I just want to let you know that shit.
G Dep.
Yeah. And then we have Sharon Leo, who played Kelly and everything like that too, who was like the bougie one of the family. We all have that one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, then he had Columbus Short. He's also in this movie. You know what I'm saying? He plays another one, the brother. You know, this was like when Columbus Short was literally in everything, because that same year he was also on Stomp the Yard and everything like that too. And then the next year he was on Cadillac Records, and then of course, you know, he was on Scandal. You know what I'm saying? He was a decent actor. I mean, I wasn't really the biggest Columbus Short fan, but he was a pretty decent actor. You know what I'm saying? Then of course you have Lauren London, who played Melanie, who was like the second youngest of the family, and everything like that too. A little trivia: she actually got this role without even having to audition, based on her performance from ATL when she played Nunu and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So that was very, very, very different. I mean, very dope. Excuse me. And then you have, of course, Mr. Chris Brown himself, who played Baby, who was like the baby of the family, who also wants to sing too. You know what I'm saying? That caused a lot of conflict with his mom and stuff like that. Then you had Laz Alonso, who played Malcolm, who was like Lisa's husband. Ricky Harris, yes, the late great Ricky Harris played Cousin Fred. Then you had people like, you know, David Banner and Ronnie Rona, who played like the robbers after Quentin. Like, yeah, like a lot of it was a pretty solid cast and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this movie, of course, was named after the Donny Hathaway song of the same name, which is literally my favorite Christmas song ever. That's a Christmas song I will bump to, like, even after, even before Christmas time starts and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody loves playing the Mariah Carey Christmas album. Stay tuned on that. Anyway, also a little trivia too. The role of Kelly was actually supposed to be played by Nia Long and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? But I think she turned it down because she also had a busy year in '07 and shit too. I think she was in like a lot of movies at that time.
What was she doing?
She did that one movie.
I forgot.
Premonition, something like that.
Oh, wait, is that the one with Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
I saw that one. I don't remember Nia Long in that shit.
She was like the best friend. She mostly appeared like in the beginning and shit like that. And I forgot what. I think she did something. The Are We There Yet sequel and stuff like that too. That came out the next year. Are we done yet? That's what they called it.
Right? That's what it should have been.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like the first Are We There Yet? It's a little cheesy, yeah, but I've seen worse family pictures.
The first one was good. I didn't care for this other sequels. You know what I mean?
But I hate it when people are like, oh, Ice Cube is doing kid movies and shit like that. I was like, nigga, Coolio did the theme song for Kenan and Kel and shit like that. I mean, hella rappers did kid movies at that point. Kid and Play. Wait, let me
Yeah.
stop because the first two house parties were more adult
First two,
oriented.
yeah.
The third one was kind of big, more kiddie, but we'll talk about that when we talk about
Yeah.
it. But yeah, this is a movie I definitely would recommend. In my personal opinion, it is a very it's a very strong Christmas movie, a very strong Black family movie without it actually being like too preachy and shit like that too. Because don't get me wrong, I don't mind a little preachiness. I don't, but there's some like movies, like some Black family movies, but it just be too damn preachy and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? But that does not say it's a bad thing as long as the character work is still there. That's all that matters and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Favorite scenes. Just gonna run by these right quick. Honestly, my all-time favorite scene in the movie was when the family was dancing doing the Soul Train line, excuse me, which they do that in a lot of movies because it can't be a Black family movie without somebody doing the Soul Train line or the electric slide or
Yeah.
anything like that too. And then Quentin, he comes and then the mom was backing up and then she bumps into Quentin. She literally like the acting in Loretta Devine's face alone deserves an Oscar and stuff like that in my opinion when she saw him and everything. And then you already had like the battle lines drawn between Quentin and what's nigga name Joe, because I think that was the first time he actually met Joe actually. So yeah, that was a very good scene. Idris Elba, man, he's one of those top goats when it comes to acting, in my opinion. Like that dude, he always no because he's been in some trash. So let's be real, he's been in some trash over the years, but he always elevates the role, in my opinion. You ever seen that movie Daddy Little Girls and shit?
Yeah, I saw that one. But that's the one with what's her name? Gabrielle Union.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that one.
yeah, that was a very good one.
Yeah.
Of course, The Wire, of course, when he was there and
Mhm.
shit like that too. I need to really get more into that Luther show and stuff like that too. I know. I think they
It's
have the
short.
whole. You said short.
Yeah, because the London shows are shorter than American shows. It's like four
Yeah, that's
episodes.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when BET used to show like some episodes here and there around that time
Mhm.
too. So, but knowing BET, they used to edit the fuck out of those episodes. So you know how that shit goes. Anyway, another favorite scene was when the older siblings were like going out to this little lounge or whatever, and then they saw Chris Brown singing, and well, Michael singing his song. He sang Otis Redding's "Try a Little Tenderness," and like I said before, they were trying to capitalize on Chris Brown's success, his boyish charm and shit like that too. Because like I said, that was the era when he could not do no wrong and shit too. But yeah, that's years later, but that's another story for a different day. Um, So yeah, that was a pretty dope scene and shit like that too. I'm gonna say one more scene, pretty much the scene when Regina King's character pretty much got back at Laz Alonso's character. Oh, I forgot. Columbus Shorts has a white girl. He's also in the army. I forgot to mention, and he had a white girl on the side. And a white girl. I'm gonna get more. I'm gonna get more into that because it just I don't know why I forgot that, but
Right.
so pretty much Regina King's character, she put baby oil on him when he was taking a bath and on the floor, and he busted his ass, and she just starts whooping his ass and stuff
Wow.
like that too. Yeah, and I was like, I mean, rightfully so. Shit, he was a fucking bastard and shit. And I think he did, and I think he had a family on the side too, if I'm not mistaken. So
Wow.
yeah, but yeah,
That sounds like Waiting to Exhale. I'm hearing from you.
well, not necessarily because it's like one of those movies where it's from everybody's point of view, if that makes sense. Because I feel like Waiting to Excel was primarily from the female's point of view, which I'm not ain't nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? But that's gonna be a movie we can talk Valentine's Day. I don't give a fuck. But that's another story for a different day. Because if we do, I want to get some women. I want to get some women on that one. That
Oh
shit.
boy. Besides Lashia, it's gonna be
I
a
might,
whole
I
bunch.
might, I might ask Kaya and shit. I might ask Kaya.
That's gonna be a catty live stream.
Hey. Well, we're already going to talk about Acrimony next month and shit.
Acrimony. What's that?
That's a Taraji P Henson movie. It's like a very controversial movie. It's a Tyler Perry movie and stuff. It's kind of controversial because a lot of people kind of go back and forth on who was actually right in the situation, the husband or the wife
Mm.
and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm gonna send you the whole trailer and shit though.
Wow.
You know, so my homeboy he actually donated for me to talk about that one and shit too. So
Acrimony. Wow.
yeah.
You're getting you're getting things to do with movies and Tyler Perry movies. What's next?
They're gonna be like, "Yo, you want to hear about Dr. Seuss?"
I don't think I'll go that far. I thought you fuck with Tyler Perry.
I like one. I only saw like one or two of his films. I didn't see everything.
True,
Why,
true.
why did I get married? I saw that, and I saw the Daddy's Little Girls, and one of those Medea films with Kiki Palmer when she was little.
Medea's Family Reunion.
That one, yeah, I saw those. That's about it. I didn't see everything else.
I feel you. Respect. I so the scene where the white girl comes in the picture, I think he had got arrested. Columbus Short's kid got arrested for assault. And so the white girl played by Jessica Storp, if I'm saying her last name right. Her name is Sandy. Typical white girl name. And the family's reaction, I think they all started laughing, and then Kelly was like, "This is not funny. This is not funny," and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then she ends up being pregnant too. Oh Lord! And so and, I think she had told Lauren London's character, and Lauren London was just like, "Oh, that's on you. That's on you," and shit. Because she asked her, "What will you do in this situation?"
Man.
But yeah, like I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very, very fun movie. I would highly recommend it. It's not your typical black family trauma, whatever you want to call it, but it's still a very fun watch. And again, the cast is what makes up for it. All right, so it's about 7:02. I'm gonna show a few video games from the collection and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a couple more I want to show y'all. I'm gonna see how fast I can go with this. What can I show you? Oh, okay. So the two ones I want to show y'all for right now. Shit, I knew that was gonna happen too. I got Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
Nice.
Shout out to my homeboy Semi. He let me use this and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. This was also continuing the 3D role play, the 3D series of Super Mario and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I actually have to get the first one again because I forgot where I put it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that expensive. But yeah, Super Mario Galaxy. This first came out in 2007. I remember when this game first came out. I'm not gonna hold you. It didn't really catch my interest like when I first heard about it. I'm gonna be real with you because it was just like Super Mario in space. I'm just like, oh, I mean, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, I was more into like playing like Mad World and Super Mario Brawl and everything like that too. And also too, I was also slowly getting into the PlayStation around that time too. But then years later, you know what I'm saying? I do appreciate this game more, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's not touching, in my opinion, Super Mario Sunshine. It's not touching 64, but I do feel like it's a very great gaming experience on its own. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of people say this is like one of the best Nintendo games of all time. I'm not gonna hold you. I might have to go with that, you know what I'm saying? But this is definitely again I gotta revisit here and there. So now Super Mario Galaxy 2. Now this one I do remember playing a bit and shit like that too, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna hold you. This one I like a bit more than Super Mario Galaxy 1, you know what I'm saying? You know, anytime they have my boy Yoshi, it's always a must have. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, definitely a very, very dope game and everything like that too. You know, the typical Mario shenanigans, you know, saving Princess Peach and everything like that too, you know. Also with Super Mario Galaxy 1 also introduced us to what's the chick's name? Roselia and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? So Yeah, this one right here must have in your collection. Definitely got to do more. Definitely got to do like a more review on this one day. You got anything to show? We should do two each.
No, I hear you say.
I say, you have anything to show?
Yeah, let me get it. My bad.
No, you good.
Let me see.
Okay.
Yes.
Boy. Okay. Number one, I got Rise. This is like set in like a room, and I haven't even finished it. I just started it. Son of Rome. Love the graphics. So far the gameplay. It's one of those like medieval Roman Empire games. And I'm liking it so far. So I know this came out
Cool.
like years, ago, but I've always wanted to play. It was one of those premier games on the Xbox One, and I said, "Yo, I gotta play this game." So I finally got it a couple years ago. Haven't even finished it yet. So at some point, I'm going to finish this. And I got Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And this is another. This is like an alternative to Call of Duty. I know Call of Duty is like the best, army game out there, but there are some other titles that do it just as good. Like I mentioned, Battlefield and Ghost Recon. This is my first Ghost Recon game. I like the gameplay and the graphics. The story. So yeah, those are my two.
Okay, cool. Um, I might check out that first one out. You said what that one was called Rise?
Oh yeah, Rise Son of Rome.
It's on my
Rise Son of
PlayStation or on Xbox.
it should be it should be on PlayStation. I would hope.
Yeah,
This came out years ago, so it should be still on it.
got you. All right. Okay, 707, still good on time. Okay, next game. Um, I'm just gonna show off my Wii collection for right now and stuff. I might show a few more Wii's. I'm gonna show some GameCubes and PlayStation here and
Okay.
there. But I got the new Super Mario Brothers Wii. You know what I'm saying? Also shout out to my boy Sam for this one. This one was pretty much like the updated Super Mario Brothers game on the Wii. You know what I'm saying? Which I do feel like it was pretty good.
Mhm.
Pretty good. The gameplay. I mean, the gameplay is cool. Sometimes,
Yeah.
like with some of the camera work, it can be a little bit better, but it's not like horrendous and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And this is actually the first Super Mario game to feature simultaneously cooperative multiplayer gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that you can play with up to four people. You can play Mario, Luigi, Toads, any of the Toads and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely highly recommend this one. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope.
Nice.
And I got the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Takashi 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I fuck with Dragon Ball Z up this bitch. You know what I'm saying? This game right here is fucking insane. I love this fucking game. You know what I'm saying? The graphics was pretty good. The story was pretty good. Like, when you get into Dragon Ball Z, you already know what you're gonna get into and everything like that too. This game actually came out 2006. You know what I'm saying? I need to get the third one. I need to get that one. Excuse me. I think I was so close to getting it, but at the same time, I didn't have. I think it's sold out actually, so I was like, "Fuck," you know what I'm saying? But yeah, when you're playing Dragon Ball Z, you already know what you're gonna get into: Piccolo, Goku, and so on and so on. My only gripe, I wish the camera work was a bit better for this
Yeah.
one and shit like that too. 'Cause I feel like sometimes with moving the camera around and trying to control your fucking character can be kind of distracting. But yeah, this one right here is pretty solid one. I like it.
Okay. I got I had bought this game when Alex Trebek had passed away. It's Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune together, like two of like the
Ooh.
remaining game shows that come on prime, well, not even prime time, like late, on the weeknights, on the evening on ABC. And I said, once Alex Trebek died, I'm like, let me get this now before it goes out of print and people rush to get it. The only thing I don't like about it is that for the Jeopardy, when you play the Jeopardy game, like the questions, they ask you the same questions. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a lot of versatility in the questions, but I had to get this. This is like two games that I grew up watching. My grandparents watched this, and rest in peace, Alex Trebek. One of my underrated Call of Duty games, Advanced Warfare. I love the campaign mode for this, the graphics, the gameplay. It's another game that I haven't finished yet. I've played. I'm close to finishing. Like maybe like it's probably like two more levels I got left, but I think this is like one of the and Kevin Spacey, another booty criminal, is a part of the game. You know, and he's part of the narration and everything, and he looks just like Kevin Spacey in the game and everything. And it's good. Like it's underrated. It's not one of the popular Call of Duty games, but I like it. So I'm close to finishing this as well.
Dope, dope. Yeah, man, them booty criminals are getting stronger and stronger. I haven't heard from Kevin Spacey in a minute though. You know
Yeah, he
what
been
I'm
quiet. He been laying low.
saying?
You know.
I what can I show you next? Yeah, I'm gonna show this to you. Fuck it. All right. Speaking of Def Jam, I got the Def Jam Vendetta. I forgot I had this one. I thought I gave this one away for a minute.
Yes.
Um, this one came out in 2003. I'm not gonna hold you. I remember when I got this game, and
Right.
my homeboy was just telling me about Def Jam, like the whole Def Jam series. So I got Vendetta, and I thought it was just gonna be like what's the game? I thought it was gonna be like fucking Fight for New York, because that's the one I played first. However, this one was like more wrestling kind of base and shit like that, which I'm not the biggest wrestling fan. I'm
Okay.
not gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest wrestling fan.
What's wrong
What?
with you?
Oh, I like boxing. I like street fighting and shit, dude.
Oh, you like boxing? Okay. I got a boxing game.
Got you.
Yes.
But yeah, man, like, but I do have like a lot of great memories playing this game. This is the only Def Jam where he has DMX as a character, so that should actually tell you something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, man. But this one right here was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I'm more of a Fight for New York guy, but this one, I mean, this was a very influential one.
Mhm.
And I got the Michael Jackson experience.
Ooh. Classic.
Yeah, yeah, classic game right here. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
A lot of motherfuckers busted their ass playing this game.
They did. I did.
Yeah, but this one was a good little workout game and shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, excuse me, I feel like the Wii is the best title for this one because there's so much you can do, especially with the remote and the sensor compared to like the PlayStation, all that shit.
Right.
And this is actually one of the best-selling Wii games of all time too. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, man. I don't really play dancing games like that, but I was like, this is Michael Jackson, so
Facts.
you had to get it from Michael and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So pretty dope game. I mean, the Wii version has like literally every song except for Blood on the Dance Floor, I
Mhm.
Just Can't Stop Loving You, Hollywood Tonight, Stranger in Moscow. You know what I'm saying? But it does have Remember the Time, Leave Me Alone, Bad. So every Michael Jackson song you can think of, it has it and stuff like that too. So must have in your
Right.
collection. This is a collector's item, man. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah. I got speaking of boxing, one the last great boxing game, Fight Night for the Xbox 360 that they got De La Hoya on the cover, and this was to me like the best boxing game, of the past like 20 to 25 years. When you had De La Hoya and you had Roy Jones Jr. and Jermaine Taylor, who else was in this? Pacquiao, Bernard Hopkins. This all the boxing legends.
Sick.
Back when boxing used to be good, in the past 20 years, and I don't even think boxing is the same anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like then they fell off, and UFC took over. But when it was good 20 years ago, this was the game to play. You know what I'm saying? And the gameplay was good, the graphics, even the music. I remember they had Victory, the Victory joint with Puff and Big, Busta Rhymes, and the music was dope. And this we haven't had a boxing game to top this. Like we definitely, for the next gen systems, they got to make a good boxing game. So this got that Fight Night round 3, and another Call of Duty game, Black Ops Part 2. I love the first two Black Ops games, 1 and 2. Part 3 was garbage. I didn't like the gameplay. The co-op mode was trash in that.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
played it? You played Part 3?
Yes, and I did not like it either.
I finished it on. I still finished it. I finished it on the PlayStation 3, but the co-op mode was trash, and that's the only Call of Duty game that I've ever played where the co-op mode was bad. But it was no good. The story was like, it wasn't even a Call of Duty story. It was more like a Resident Evil, meets
Bro,
I don't know. It was like they put zombies in it. It was like Resident Evil meets Call
the
of Duty. I'm
graphics
like,
too. Don't even get me
I
started
didn't
on the
like.
graphics.
Yeah, I didn't like. I just thought the third one was the worst one of the series, but
The
part 2 to
beginning
me
of
was like one of my favorites, and I had a lot of great times, playing it and finishing the game, and that to me is like one of the last great Call of Duty series. Like Modern Warfare is gonna be number 1 always, but I think Black Ops is right up there with it. You know what I'm saying? So this is Black Ops 2.
yeah, man.
Did,
To
did
me,
you did you did you finish part 3 or no?
nah, no, because my cousin had it, and I played it with
Uh-huh.
my cousin, and I
Yeah,
remember I didn't care for it too much. I don't know what it was. It was just it didn't really
yeah,
hit right for me.
that game was bad. He
Yeah.
fucked up on that one.
All right. Next game. I got a shout out to my boy Kuji. I think Kuji gave this one to me. But I got Star Fox Assault.
Nice.
Very, very, very cool game and stuff like that. I haven't really played this one too much compared to some of the other Star Foxes, but this one came out on 2005 and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? This was set after the Adventures of Star Fox Adventures and everything. Yeah. This one, based on the gameplay, it's pretty solid based on the gameplay.
Yeah.
To me, I'm more of a fan like the first 2, maybe 3 Star Foxes, especially Star Fox 64. That was my fucking shit. That was my fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? But definitely gotta revisit this one. So yeah, this is Star Fox Galaxy. This came out in 2005. Then I got Mario Kart Wii. This one came out in 2008. Very, very, very fun ass Mario Kart. This might be among my top 4 Mario Karts of all time. You know what I'm saying? With this one, this was like the first one I think you can actually use Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah.
And everything like that too. Until of course the Wi-Fi connection to Wii discontinued. But yeah, this one was very good. The gameplay was very, very cinematic. I loved how expandable some of the tracks were, and then it also had like tracks from like back in the previous Mario Kart that worked out well. I want to say I had the one with the wheel, but I think I fucked up the wheel and shit like that too. You know, and so sometimes I'll just play the games and then I don't know what I would just throw the shit on the floor. I don't know, man. I don't know, but
You sound like my homeboy. Y'all was just throwing like banging up your controllers. The controllers cost money.
I only banged out really one controller, really, but yeah, because trust me, them PS4 controllers, woo,
Yeah.
man,
Yep.
yeah. But I know by 2025, I'm gonna get me a PS5 and shit. Maybe like late 2024, 2025. I'm just waiting for that GTA 6 because that's the game I want to get, really. But yeah, right. This one was very good. To me, it's either this one, Mario Kart 64, or Mario Kart 8. That's actually my favorite Mario Karts and stuff like that. I need to get the very first Super Mario Kart. I need to get that one.
Right. A couple of some wrestling games. Some of my favorite ones on the Xbox. WWE 2K13 with CM Punk on the cover. You know, CM Punk is back in wrestling now. And this is like a collector's item. You know, when he was first here, and this was one of my favorites. It was great. Loved the gameplay, the graphics, the roster at the time. 2K14 with The Rock, another collector's item. You know, again, one of my favorites. The gameplay was the Rock, storyline. I got 2K15 with John Cena, another collector's item. You know, most of these dudes are like in Hollywood now. The Rock and Cena. You know, this is one of my favorites. And, you know, they had a couple bad years with the games, and then they came back after COVID with 2K22 with Rey Mysterio, future Hall of Famer, the Luchador legend. You know, love this one. It was Return to Form. Love the gameplay, the graphics, the roster, the story mode. Everything about it was great. You know, I don't think they haven't had like a great series of these games since, you know, the PlayStation 2 ever with you know, Here Comes the Pain and Just Bring It. But these are like the best ones for me.
I feel you. It's 7:22 right now. I'm gonna show like four more. I'm gonna show my last four for now, and I'll save the rest for when we come back on Tuesday and stuff. So, all right. So I got a mixture of Wii, GameCube, and PlayStation 4. If you want to try his favorites, I got GTA 5. GTA 5.
Ooh.
Yes, I got the infamous GTA 5.
I can't believe that.
This game came out in 2013 and everything. Very, very, very dope game. But I remember when this game actually came out, man, it got the whole game on lock. Yeah. And it's actually the second best-selling video game of all time, which I'm not surprised by that because the way how Rockstar and PlayStation was promoting this shit for years and years and years, I mean, it was no joke. You got to play as Franklin, you got to play as Trevor, and everything like that too. And you also get to play as a Michael and shit. You know what I'm saying? So this one was a pretty dope one. Of course, like any other GTA game, it got very controversial, but the language and everything like that too, especially when it came to like the hostage scenes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But GTA is literally like one of my favorite video game series of all time and shit. And when GTA 6 comes out, it's gonna be a motherfucking rap.
It's gonna be crazy.
Man. I got Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes.
Oh, you like this one, huh? You like this one? Okay. Yeah. I actually got this the day it came out. This is the first time I actually bought a video game the day it came out.
Really? That's the first time ever? So you never like stood online for a game when it came out?
I don't do lines.
I mean like just like going to GameStop like the day it comes out. You never did that?
No, because if I did, I just cut people in line just to get it.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, and mind you, I thought it was gonna be a line for this one, but once the GameStop opened, I came in, bought the game, I went home, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because me and my homeboy Justin, shout out to Justin, were playing this one. He beat the game like within days. Me, I like to take my time when it comes to video games and shit, you know.
See, it's like if I have like a bunch of games I want to finish, I'll finish one game that same night or the next day, and then go on to the next one. That's how I keep doing. Like I don't want to spend too much time on one game when I want to play other games and finish them, and then decide if I want to sell them off or keep them.
Right. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Definitely hear what you're saying. This was set after the events of Kingdom Hearts 3D, which I'm gonna get more into that when I talk about that one. Spoiler alert: I do have every game of the Kingdom Hearts in the series, so I have to throw that shit out there. But yeah, man. The worlds on this one was very unique. You get to be in like the Toy Story world, Monsters Inc., um, Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like because a lot of fans want like more Pixar worlds. So the only world I didn't care about on this game was Frozen, and that's because I'm not a big Frozen fan and everything like that.
I didn't even watch the movie, so.
I remember when that movie came out when I was entering college, and I had people singing, "Do you want to build a snowman?" I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? But is this my favorite game of the series? I mean, I would say it's my second favorite because Kingdom Hearts 2, that's the one to me that I'm never going to go over that one and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually in the process of playing all the Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. I'm stuck on Kingdom Hearts 1 trying to beat the Maleficent Dragon, which is getting on my fucking nerves. But yeah. And that people said that was like one of the hardest rounds in the first one. I was like, shit, they ain't lying about that.
So you don't watch like the walkthrough on YouTube, like the walkthrough for different games?
I do, but I try not to rely on like IGN and walkthroughs a lot because sometimes what might work for them it's not going to work for everybody, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
That should definitely work for me for like I was using that like back in like the when Xbox 360 came out. I like a lot of games I won just by looking at the walkthrough.
Yeah, I know. I might look at more when I'm at work tonight, but I try not to rely too much on that because some of them, I remember some of them motherfuckers do use like cheat codes and shit like that, or they might be on beginner mode too. And I usually use like proud mode or like hard mode and stuff like that too, because beginner mode you can just breeze on through that shit. I like a little challenge.
I like to look at the walkthrough like for games that I'm interested in getting. I like to look at the walkthrough and see how the gameplay is before I decide to get it.
That's what I do too and shit. Yeah. That's why I don't have Def Jam Sunshine. I mean, excuse me, Def Jam
Icon.
Yeah, because my next game is Super Mario Sunshine.
Nice, underrated.
Yeah, very underrated.
Yeah,
I remember when this game first came out, a lot of people did not like this game because they felt like it was a bit too. Oh shit! They felt like it was a bit too difficult, and they didn't really like a lot of like the game's camera and everything like that too. Which the camera, I can understand that, but I feel like over the years it got more. The acclaim got more better over the years, especially when it got re-released. When it was on the Super Mario 3D All Stars or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So the whole plot of this one is that Mario got framed for vandalizing an island with graffiti. But it ends up being actually Bowser Jr., this is actually Bowser Jr.'s first appearance on a Mario game and everything like that, which I never actually warmed up to Bowser Jr. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's okay in some instances, but his voice just gets on my nerves. A lot of the mini games here is that you have to do like a lot of critical thinking, which I fucking love, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like the plot was very well played off. The cheat codes was very dope too and stuff like that. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend getting this one. This one is Super Mario Sunshine.
Didn't he have like a power up where he had to like he had like a backpack or something?
Yeah, that was the flood. Yeah.
So he was like cleaning up the worlds or something, or what was he doing with that?
He was using that to clean up the worlds and beat the bosses and everything.
Oh, I see. So that was the whole plot. Like you had to Bowser Jr. was like doing graffiti and you had to like clean up the worlds and stuff.
Yeah, and he framed Mario and stuff like that too. So people think it's Mario.
I never played it, but I remember when it came out and I kept seeing like the gameplay for it. I'm like, how come nobody talks about that game?
Yeah, because like I said, when it first came out and shit like that, people did not really fuck with it like that. So that's probably why. All right, and the last game I want to show you guys for tonight Um, no, Super Mario Brawl. Super Smash Brawl.
Yes.
This one came out in 2008. My personal favorite game of the series. I'm not gonna hold you. When this game came out, it blew everything out the water. It was 7 years after Melee. It was just so cinematic. It felt like you were watching a movie.
Yeah.
The characters was dope. The adventure mode was something very different. I mean, this is the perfect example of how you take your time on a series and make it come out and just blows everything out the water. You know what I'm saying? So very, very, very dope game. I love this game so much. This is a top 10 video game for me. You know what I'm saying? To this day I still play it to this game, to this day. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say my thoughts on Super Mario Ultimate. I'm gonna say my thoughts on that for next time, but
You got that
this
one
is
too?
I got everything except for the one for the Wii U because I don't have a Wii U.
Oh wow. So you got all the Mario games.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's dope. That's dope. Dope. Is that it? Are we ending or I got one more?
I mean, I'm done from. I don't know if you still want to show some
All right.
more stuff.
I got one more. I'm gonna show from Harmonix and MTV Games, Rock Band 1 and 2. And this game to me is one of my favorites all time because it really for it really opened up my taste for other rock bands, other alternative rock bands, like or bands that I wasn't, necessarily into at that time. And you have to actually learn the notes. And I'm saying, and I took guitar lessons when I was younger, so it was easier for me to learn the notes on the guitar. I have the guitar right here actually still. This is the OG Rock Band guitar. Yeah, it's kind of busted up, but it still plays. And yeah, and it comes with the whole set came with a mic and the drum. The drums I actually have to get rid of because the drums are busted up like from years of playing. Me and my peoples and I do want to get a new drum set for that for the game though. And they had classic artists on here. You had the Beastie Boys and Smashing Pumpkins, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Soundgarden. Who else was on here?
Aerosmith.
Yeah, Aerosmith, David Bowie, Bon Jovi, Nirvana. Just a great mashup of classic hard rock, punk rock and
Did they have
alternative.
Cream?
No, they didn't have Cream on here. They didn't have Cream on here. They had Metallica.
Which
they had
Metallica?
I forgot. They had Enter Sandman. They had a lot of different Pearl Jam, Paramore. Oh, they had Battery. You know Battery?
They have Battery, but they don't have Cream. Are you serious?
They don't got no. I mean, the song Battery from Metallica. You know that?
Oh.
No, they don't got.
I was thinking of some other
They got Cheap Trick. You into Cheap Trick?
I like early Cheap Trick, a little bit of that 70s stuff, but okay.
Part 2 had more. I think Part 2 had more of the bands that you like. Like you like AC/DC? They had them.
I like a few of their stuff. Yeah.
Bob Dylan. What's that? Tangled Up in Blue.
Ooh, that's my favorite Bob Dylan.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. Go your own way. Grateful Dead.
Yes. Okay. Fleetwood Mac.
They had the Who.
Okay.
Guns N' Roses. The Offspring. Rush. Talking Heads. They had a lot. It was more variety on Part 2. Part 1 was more like alternative rock. I know there's some bands on here that you don't like REM they had on here.
Hell no.
They had no. You like Nirvana. They had you like the Clash.
Oh, I love the Clash, but at the same time, I have a love-hate relationship on them. What song from the Clash?
I know you don't like the Police. They had the Police on here.
Now wait a minute. They're growing on me.
Okay. Stone Temple Pilots.
I love Stone Temple. Yeah.
Okay.
See, look
Yeah,
at you.
it wasn't, and you know what they had to do? They had like later on they released like certain special editions with just like one, like picking one band and just having the whole game for them. So they have one Beatles edition, and then they have
Yeah.
one Prince edition. Those are out of print. I tried to get the Prince one when it came out back in the day, and it was sold out. So I know it's out of print now.
The Beatles one came out in 09, right?
Yeah, cause they had like when that edition came out, they had like special rock band instruments to commemorate the Beatles. Like they had like the Beatles guitar, like John's guitar,
I remember.
and who's the drum again? Ringo. He was a
Ringo,
drummer, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
his drums. So, but those are long. I've been out of print. That's probably on eBay for like a couple of hundred. But they had the Beatles edition. They had the Prince edition. I think there was another edition they came out with, but the first two to me was like the best ones because that really I spent like hours playing this and just learning the notes for different songs, and I think it was like one of the most innovative games ever.
Yeah, man. See, when it came to those rock band series, that was around the time I was slowly getting into classic rock
Yeah,
a little bit because it wasn't until maybe like 2010, 2011 I was really listening to it like a lot because I was taking a break from hip hop because a lot of hip hop albums coming around that time was not very good, especially coming from the veterans. And then VH1 Classic, I used to watch a lot of that in the morning when I was getting ready for high school. And some bands I would love hearing, like I got introduced like Rush, The Doors, you know what I'm saying? Which I've heard about the groups way before, but I dived into their music once I was like really in high school because hip hop around that like 2010, 11, I don't know what was going on.
I was more into like I was big into like Katy Perry when she came out, and whatever Linkin Park was doing, and
right.
you know, as far as like the 2010s, I was still in the mixtapes. Like, you know, Frank Ocean had dropped, you know, Nostalgia Ultra. The Weeknd was dropping those
I said classic.
Yeah, the Weeknd was dropping those mixtapes. I was mainly into like still the mixtape era. You know, 50 was still dropping mixtapes and stuff. So like a lot of those albums, I totally skipped over those albums. It had to be unless it was T.I. or Ross. I wasn't checking for too many artists coming up with albums at that time.
But see, even T.I., that No Mercy joint was trash too.
Yeah, I didn't like, and I have that. I have the special edition. I didn't like it though. It was that was just like part of the haul that was thrown in there because the seller didn't like it, so he threw that in there. So like, but I would like from like T.I. from his first album to like Paper Trail was like epic run for him.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't buying too many albums at that time. I was mostly into like the gaming.
Respect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna end this off right here because I gotta get ready to head out.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all. In case you guys are watching, no, we did not do this live. We just did a quick pre-record because a couple people just had a couple of instances earlier, and I was on a little time limit myself.
Right.
But yeah. So you're not gonna see us until the 26th because I already got the last reviews we're gonna do this year. Okay. So on the 26th, we got Kid and Play's Funhouse. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continue on with the Kid and Play. Originally, I was going to do the House Party soundtrack on this day since that came a couple of days before Funhouse, but I want to get y'all still used to the Kid and Play traditional album before we're going to get to the two House Parties. Then we're going to go into the Face the Nation album, which, again, this is an artist Sunday you don't want to miss. That's all I'm going to say. Also, December 28th is going to be Twista. We're going to do Adrenaline Rush, my personal favorite Twista album, in my opinion, and everything like that. I like early Twista before that Kamikaze 04 album, which has some joints, though, but it's that one got so overplayed. Like that Slow Jam song, I like it, but I'm so fucking tired of it. Then the 29th, since we're still in that purgatory area between Christmas and New Year's Eve, we're just going to wrap up the Christmas albums to do Mariah's Christmas album from '94 and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that because, like I said, I'm gonna save those other E equals MC squared and memoir. And I'm gonna do that as a double review in January. Sorry, Tribe. And then the last review I'm gonna do for this year is gonna be our feature with the OF Tape Volume 2. We're gonna do that at 6 p.m. Saturday. I'm actually off on Saturday, but I might have some things going on that day too. You know what I'm saying? So just a little disclaimer: I'm not gonna do reviews on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve and everything like that. So I'm not gonna do reviews on those Sundays. So the artist Sundays we're gonna be pushed up to that Monday or Tuesday, depending on how my schedule is. Because I'm actually working on Christmas this year. So
Oh boy.
first time I'm working on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 2023 has been such a fucking year. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
And I still have to do some videos before I actually leave this year, like the Andre 3000 like review. I still got to do that one. I'm literally finishing up the beef episodes because I've had a lot of personal setbacks. It just delayed a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Also, the first week of January, I'm just going to dedicate most of that week for documentaries. I do plan on doing New Editions Home Again that time too. I'm going to talk to Ashley about that one. So, because I told her I was not going to do that review without her, and I do
I
have
think
that.
Ant asked me about that too. I think he might want to join that one.
Okay, I'll talk to him about that too. I'll probably see him either tonight or because he hit me up asking about my uncle and stuff like that too.
Oh, yeah.
So shout out to Ant. Yeah, because I do plan on taking a break from Keyword doing reviews late January. And I'm not going to come back until possibly March
Okay.
and stuff like that. Keyword doing reviews on my channel. That does not mean I'm going to do shit with like Try or Mike or Ant because I got to catch up on a lot of videos and stuff like that too. So probably after the Kid and Play Artist Sundays, I might take a little short break and then come back with March because we're going to do Queens. Since we did a Mariah Carey two-parter, we're going to do a Queen for 1974 to 1982. That's going to be part one. So we're going to you got great things on that one and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Also too, I do got a couple of dope ideas. I want to do that album art idea where you just show me a random album cover of any artist, even if it's an artist I don't like, and I just give my perspective, my artistic perspective on that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Random,
I did have
random album cover thoughts. That's what we're gonna call it.
yes. I might do a test. I actually might do a test one sometime this week though. Maybe when we do the Mariah album review, we can do a test one on that. Anything else? Oh yeah, collection video. Yes. So I'm just gonna be real with you. So 2024, we're gonna do 3 collection videos, but these dates might change. But I know for a fact that the collection video for the last week of March, that's gonna be the first collection video of this year. You know what I'm saying? Then might have another one probably in July, and then gonna have possibly another one maybe October or November. Because I think last year we only did 2 and stuff like that too. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I just had like a lot of shit to handle personally and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So New Year's Eve, man, I might look for some albums because I'm ending this year off with a bang. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because after this week alone, I'm just like, yeah, I'm really not in the Christmas spirit like that. Honestly, I mean, it is what it is and shit like that. But I'm grateful that the Lord above took me through another year. I'm grateful about that too. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as January of 2023 hit, I was just like, yo. And we're gonna have to talk about that later on tonight too. You know what I'm saying? Also, as far as discography breakdowns are concerned, I do want to do Wale's discography breakdown while I'm on my break reviews. And because that one is going to be a very interesting one. I want to do Wale's breakdown, and I want to do the Nas Hit Boy Run breakdown for that shit too. Because I did promise you I was going to do part 2 of Nas's discography breakdown. And yeah, I think that's it. Anything else you want to say before we head out?
Just happy holidays to everybody, and blessed to be, leaving another year and going into a new year, and I can't wait. I think it's gonna be big for us. So
definitely,
you know what I mean?
Yes, definitely, yes. I got a new single I'm gonna also come out with very soon, and everything like that too. I'm gonna like really take a lot of this break, just getting the project together Scandal Murder by the Symphony. So because I'm really got some ideas. Did I send you the promo single plans and shit like that?
Nah, I don't think so.
Ooh.
You sent me like some demos or something like that.
Oh, okay. Because you didn't hear the whole project yet, right?
No, I didn't hear the whole thing.
Okay, I'm gonna send that to you probably while I'm at work and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
I was asking when you dropping the video for the single.
See, I wanted to drop it New Year's Eve, or I really wanted to drop it then, but I got a personal setback, of course, for my car, which I told you about. So I'm gonna pay off some bills first, and then I might want to do like a distribution for the video because I want to drop the single first in the video. You know?
Okay. Cool.
But like I said, I want to drop everything, but that stupid mechanic fucked my shit up. But yeah, I'm not only going to get into that because I'm already having a good day. So all that being said, y'all make sure y'all stream on this Christmas. This movie's last time I checked, it was streaming on Peacock. It's T-Move shit. Yeah, you know, streaming on Peacock, so y'all can check that out. Also, y'all make sure y'all check out That Ain't Rap podcast with Tribe. Very, very dope podcast.
The Home Alone review was crazy. I loved it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I love that review too, man. I might watch Home Alone tonight or tomorrow too, just for fuck's sakes. Yeah. But that being said, part 3 of Video Game Collection, that's gonna be the last part. We're gonna do that one on Tuesday. So y'all make sure y'all have a very, very Merry Christmas. Y'all make sure y'all have a safe Christmas, and let's enter 2024 right. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.